Imagine right now, what does the most epic Pokemon battle look like? Is it Mewtwo versus Mew? Groudon versus Kyogre? No, it is Caterpie versus Arceus. And today on the Dobbs channel, we're gonna see who would win between these two epic Pokemon in a clash battle. Arceus, the god of the Pokemon universe, the one that hatched from a single egg in a complete vortex of chaos and nothingness. This legendary Pokemon is the creator and trio master of Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, who are the gatekeepers of time, space, and antimatter respectively. Without Arceus, there would be no Pokemon universe, because with the help of the 3 disciples and 1,000 arms, it quite literally created the entire observable universe, ranging nearly 100 billion light years in diameter in just a mere minutes of its birth. And to put it simply, Arceus is a llama that you wouldn't want to mess with, because instead of spitting saliva at your face, it would probably spit galaxies towards your way. And Arceus may look like a llama, but this golly Pokemon is a powerhouse. It possesses incredible strength, speed, durability, and an arsenal stronger than the average legendary or mythical Pokemon. Its trademark power is its multi-type ability, giving it the power to change its type into any Pokemon type that it wishes. And paired with its signature move Judgment, it can hit any Pokemon with stab power, which is the same type attack bonus. So basically in every battle, Arceus will always have the upper hand, making its signature move and ability practically a cheat code to win in every situation. Arceus also has 120 stats across the board, making it a threat in every category. And even though it doesn't have the highest base stat total of all Pokemon, ranking it at a mere 7th, these stats probably mean nothing, because as the god of all Pokemon, I wouldn't be surprised if it's able to suppress his power, kind of like the one above all does in the Marvel Universe. Arceus weighs 705 pounds and measures in at 10 feet tall. But just like the base stats, these measurements probably don't mean much as well, because for the fact that it was able to give Giratina the power of controlling antimatter, Arceus probably can control regular matter as well. So in all likeliness, Arceus can probably manipulate its mass to an infinite amount, making itself extremely big or even extremely small. For battling, when it's in its base form, it is only weak to fighting type attacks. But this isn't really an issue, because just like with Giratina and antimatter, Arceus was able to give Palkia the power of controlling space. So it could probably just warp the space all around it and fly at incalculable speeds, or even teleport by manifesting black holes. So good luck to the fighting type Pokemon who are swinging on the ground, because there's no chance Arceus is going to get hit by anything. Probably not even an Aura Sphere if he's fighting like a Lucario or something. And finally, for his main equipment, Arceus' plates are a viable tool for it to take advantage of in every battle. Because this is where Arceus' ability, multi-type, comes into play. These plates have the capability of fusing with Arceus' DNA and changing his typing. And on top of that, these plates are controlled by Arceus' mind alone, because they simply just float around Arceus' body ready available for it to pick and choose which plate it needs. And from my observation, I wouldn't be surprised if these plates have the capability of going transparent. So if an opponent wanted to take out Arceus' main arsenal, well, it's going to be a challenge, because the opponent's going to have to control time, space, and antimatter as well. And there's not a lot of Pokemon in the Pokemon universe, if any, that can do all of that. And for the last category, for Arceus' feats, like we all know, this Pokemon literally created the entire universe with its 1,000 arms. And many people believe that this 1,000 arms were actually billions and trillions of unknown, and Arceus just commanded them to create reality as we know it infinitely. And as we saw in the third Pokemon movie, the unknown in hordes can manifest practically anything the user commands it to. So if Arceus is a pocket full of unknown ready to follow their god's orders, there's just no way an opponent's going to have any chance fighting Arceus alone. And on top of that, whichever opponent Arceus does face should be thankful to Arceus to even be in a sentient being, because Arceus itself created the late Guardians, Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, which also technically makes Arceus a second trio master. And these 3 late Guardians give all living beings on their respective planets the power of knowledge, emotion, and willpower respectively. So technically without Arceus, the opponent wouldn't even be able to comprehend what the hell was going on. And these are just 3 of probably infinite emotions that Arceus has given to the beings of this universe. Because when you compare a normal Pokemon to Arceus, they are pretty simple and not that complex at all. Which honestly is a great segue to Arceus' opponent in this clash battle. In the deep jungle of Viridian Forest, a monster lies hidden inside of the tall and luscious grass. It is said that this Pokemon was born on the very same tree that Xerneas transformed into when it gave eternal life throughout the regions. That means this Pokemon is both holy and eternal. And across multiple regions, it has been known as the signature Pokemon for new trainers, meaning that it's quite fierce and reliable in battle. Who is this Pokemon? Well, it's Caterpie. Yes, Caterpie. This little caterpillar may not look like much, but you'd be surprised what this Pokemon is capable of. Its trademark power is a String Shot, a bug-type move with 95% accuracy that slows down the opponent if it connects. And this little move is so powerful that it was actually banned from the Pokemon World Championships back in 2018. Because if you didn't know, String Shot had the capability of crashing the game, and since Caterpie is known for this move, it was ultimately banned from tournament play. Meaning, in the right circumstance, Caterpie can have the power of destroying reality as we know it in the Pokemon world. Just one snipe with a String Shot could instantly collapse the universe and freeze everything forever. Well, until being from a greater realm resets the universe, resetting the time, space, and matter back to what it was like 30 minutes prior. Caterpie also has a base stat total of 195, making it a threat against about 6 Pokemon. But don't let this base stat total deceive you, because just one wrong look at Caterpie can make even a gym leader squirm in fear to paralysis. So this little bug definitely has the intimidation factor to its advantage. Caterpie weighs 6 pounds and measures in at 1 foot tall, and its main equipment are its feet. Because with these sticky limbs, it can suction cup its way up trees to feed on its favorite leaves and to get the high ground on its enemies. And going by Star Wars logic, having the high ground means you have the advantage. So if you're ever in a scenario where it's just you versus a Caterpie with a tree nearby, it's probably best to run away because the Caterpie might just do a backflip and chop your head off without even flinching, which just shows the ruthlessness that Caterpie can have when battling. Caterpie also has a bright red antenna on his forehead, which has the ability to release stench that even the most powerful Pokemon couldn't stand. And on top of that, its yellow ring-shaped markings on the side of his body have an ancient meaning that translates to Destroyer of Gods. Well, not really, but it's fun to imagine that. And for the last category, its feats, Caterpie has gone up against one of the strongest Pokemon to ever exist, Mewtwo, meaning that this Caterpillar has experienced battling legendary Pokemon. Caterpie also has been seen turning into a giant creature that scales even taller than a grown adult. Although in order for it to achieve this, it'll need access to a special kind of rare candy created by a scientist known as Dr. Gordon. So if the rare candies are not around, then the Caterpie wouldn't be able to enhance itself as so. And lastly, Caterpie has experience in among the most intense of competitions. Because in a random scuffle between 2 trainers, a Caterpie ended up racing against a Dunsparce, a Pokemon that is known for having the ability to run away, which allows it to escape battles a lot easier. And even though Caterpie lost the race, it definitely challenged Dunsparce's signature ability, making this Caterpillar an unexpected threat in the most harsh conditions. So, once green, it can turn into a giant with rage more vigorous than your average primate? It's Caterpie, the quote-unquote destroyer of gods. Alright, the combatants are set. In one corner we have Arceus, the proclaimed god of the Pokemon universe, who is said to be able to destroy reality as we know it simply if it wanted to. And in the other corner we have Caterpie, a caterpillar who likes to climb trees and eat leaves. And sometimes when it gets angry, it will shoot string shots at passerbyers simply to annoy them. And this fight is brought to you by my new Dobbs plush. Check out the link in the description to grab your own today. We need to sell 200 of them to make it happen, so be sure to grab yours before time runs out. So, who will win between these 2 epic Pokemon? Find out right now in a Clash Battle.
This bout will determine who is the strongest once and for all. Are you ready? Fight! This fight is over! KO!
Man, that battle was super close, but Arceus did come up on top by, well, a lot. But Caterpie did its best and almost took down that planet-sized fireball that Arceus shot directly at it in outer space. I mean, if they were at the VGC 2018 World Tournament, that would have broken time and space and forced a hard reset. But even if they would have reset it back to where they started, Arceus would have had his way no matter what. It's the god of Pokemon, and Caterpie is a caterpillar. So Arceus just hands down wins this Clash battle without breaking a sweat. But we would have never known without analyzing both Pokemon and going through their abilities, their arsenal, and their feats. And so when factoring in everything we've researched, Arceus would most certainly win in a Clash battle against Caterpie. Next time on Clash Battle, a young hero known as Ash Ketchum challenges son Goku to a battle. As a Saiyan, Goku has no choice but to accept and starts training for this fight. Will Goku master Ultra Instinct before this battle takes place? Will Ash finally evolve his Pikachu in order to have a chance? Tune in next time and find out in a Clash Battle. Have an idea for a Clash battle? Leave it in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified for the Ash vs Goku battle. Oh, and don't forget to check out the Dobbs plush down below in the description. It's only available for a limited time, so be sure to grab yours today. And until next time, see ya.